Summer's calling, and shackshop.us has you covered. Dive into hot sales on ladies' swimsuits, sleek, stylish, and perfect for pool or beach. Stay connected and on trend with smartwatches that track your every move. Explore the depths with underwater drones and reach new heights with our flying drones. Adventure starts here. Hurry, these deals won't last. Shop now at shackshop.us and make this season unforgettable. shackshop.us, where adventure meets style.
Reality television has always thrived on drama, but for some stars, the line between entertainment and real life becomes almost impossible to separate. That's exactly the situation unfolding around Taylor Frankie Paul, whose personal struggles have once again taken center stage, this time just days before one of the biggest moments of her television career. As anticipation builds for her appearance on The Bachelorette, Paul finds herself navigating a storm of headlines tied not to romance or reality TV intrigue, but to serious domestic violence allegations involving her former partner, Dakota Mortensen. For Paul, the timing couldn't feel worse, and the emotional weight, she admits, has been overwhelming. A moment that should have been celebratory. For most reality stars, landing a high-profile role on a franchise like The Bachelorette represents a career milestone. It's a chance to reintroduce themselves to a broader audience, reshape their public image, and embrace new opportunities. But for Paul, what should have been a moment of excitement has instead been clouded by controversy. In a candid television interview, she described the emotional toll of seeing her name dominate headlines for deeply personal reasons, just as her new project is about to debut. Rather than celebrating, she says she has been forced into a defensive position, balancing public scrutiny with private responsibilities. She acknowledged that the experience has been heavy, explaining that the constant attention has made it difficult to stay present and focused on the positive aspects of her career. Police confirmed dispute allegations. Authorities in Draper, Utah confirmed that law enforcement responded to reports involving Paul and Mortensen in late February. According to officials, claims were made by both parties, indicating a complex situation rather than a one-sided accusation. Police stated that they made contact with those involved over the course of 2 days, documenting the incident as part of an ongoing matter. While details remain limited, the acknowledgement that allegations exist on both sides has added another layer of uncertainty to the situation. This development comes at a particularly sensitive time, as audiences prepare to see Paul in a new light on national television. Living under public scrutiny. For Paul, the most difficult part of the situation isn't just the allegations themselves, it's how publicly everything is unfolding. She described the experience of having her personal life dissected in headlines as deeply distressing, comparing it to a feeling of total emotional collapse. When private struggles become public narratives, the pressure can intensify dramatically, especially for someone already in the spotlight. Despite that, Paul emphasized that she intends to speak openly about her experiences when the time is right. Known for her candid personality, she's built her brand around honesty, even when it involves uncomfortable truths. For now, however, she says her focus is on staying grounded and protecting what matters most. Family comes first. At the center of Paul's priorities are her children. She made it clear that regardless of the media attention or career pressures, her role as a mother remains her top concern. Balancing parenting responsibilities while dealing with public controversy has created a constant emotional push and pull. On one hand, she is expected to promote a major television appearance. On the other, she is dealing with deeply personal issues that require her full attention at home. That tension, she admits, has made the situation even more stressful. Uncertainty surrounding her TV future. In addition to her upcoming appearance on The Bachelorette, Paul's involvement in The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives has also come into question. Filming for the show has reportedly been paused, though Paul says she has not been given a clear explanation as to why. The uncertainty has left her unsure about what comes next in her reality TV career. Having already experienced public backlash in the past, she recognizes that controversy can have lasting effects, not just on personal relationships, but also on professional opportunities. Still, she remains hopeful that she can move forward and continue sharing her story. Dakota Mortensen's response. While Paul has spoken publicly about the situation, Mortensen has largely remained out of the spotlight. A representative speaking on his behalf indicated that his primary concern is the well-being of their young son. According to the statement, Mortensen has avoided addressing the situation publicly in the past in hopes of maintaining a cooperative co-parenting relationship. However, the increasing attention surrounding the allegations may make that approach more difficult to sustain. The representative also suggested that Mortensen had hoped the situation would resolve quietly, but now recognizes that silence may no longer be an option given the seriousness of the circumstances. A troubled history resurfaces. This is not the first time Paul has faced legal and personal challenges. In 2023, she was arrested following a domestic incident that led to multiple charges, including aggravated assault and child-related offenses. According to reports at the time, objects were thrown during an argument and one of her children was unintentionally injured. Paul later pleaded guilty to aggravated assault while other charges were dismissed. Reflecting on that moment, she has previously described it as a turning point in her life, one that forced her to confront deeper issues and ultimately begin a process of personal growth. She has even gone as far as to say that the experience, as difficult as it was, may have ultimately helped save her from a downward spiral. A complicated relationship. Paul and Mortensen's relationship has been anything from straightforward. After welcoming a child together, the couple eventually ended their relationship in late 2024. However, their connection did not fully disappear, as they continued to maintain an on and off dynamic even after the breakup. That complexity has made co-parenting and navigating public attention even more challenging. Paul also shares children with her former husband, Tate Paul, adding another layer to her responsibilities as a parent. Moving forward under uncertainty. Despite everything, Paul remains determined to move forward. She acknowledges that the current moment feels overwhelming and difficult to see beyond, but she also draws strength from her past experiences. Having faced public scrutiny before, she believes she can find a way through it again. Her goal, she says, is to eventually share her story in a way that brings light rather than negativity, both for herself and for others who may be facing similar struggles. For now, however, the focus remains on navigating the present. With the Bachelorette premiere just around the corner, audiences will soon see Paul step into a new role on screen. Whether that moment marks a fresh start or becomes further entangled in controversy remains to be seen. What is certain is that her story, both on and off camera, continues to captivate attention in ways few reality TV narratives ever do.